Hi, I'm Dana, and I absolutely despise having my hair up in videos. I feel like I look like an egg slash potato. I don't like it. There's well too much of my face. I really don't enjoy doing it, but I have to today. And that's where we come into the video topic, actually. What a fantastic segue for me today. If my hair touches my face or neck right now, I'm going to either scream or have an actual full-on meltdown that's going to last hours. I can't do it. It will end me. It will absolutely end me. And that's where we come to the video topic, because I feel like sensory issues are often seen as a silly little niggle that autistic people are just taking a little bit too seriously, and we're just being so silly about it, and everybody feels that way because that thing's annoying for everyone. And it's one of those things where, like, no, my sensory issues are such a physical thing. Like, they feel different to the average thing, you know? Like, if everyone was experiencing these things in the way that I experience them as sensory issues, everyone would be reacting in the way that I do, and we would all be having meltdowns all the time. So I want to start with my hair because I feel that's a good example, because I wear my hair down most of the time, and it tickles and just, like, sort of scratches against my face and my neck, and I don't love the way it feels, but I prefer the way it looks, and it's manageable. I don't mind it. Like, it's fine, you know? And there's other times when I'm a little bit more stressed and I'm sort of, like, dealing with stuff and trying to focus, and it feels like 100,000 ants scurrying all over my face and neck. It feels so much more intense. It's a completely different way to how it normally feels when my hair is down. When it becomes a sensory issue, it's no longer like a little tickle. My hair is on my face. It becomes like, I don't want to call it a burn because it's not that dramatic. Like, it doesn't physically hurt, but it's not painful. You know, it's like when you have like a really intense itch to the point where it's like almost starting to burn because you need to scratch it so badly. It's that feeling, and like that's not how it normally feels, and there's nothing that's actually physically different that's making it feel that way. It's that I'm in a more overwhelmed state where it's become a sensory issue. And one of the things that also has inspired this video topic is that I had my fucking adult social services social care team meeting thing a little while ago, and it was fucking horrible. I do still intend to make a video, but I really deeply didn't enjoy it, and I think I'm still like processing and like getting over it a lot. I don't make videos about things I'm sensitive about until I'm not sensitive about it anymore. Like, so it might be a while coming, I don't know, but I can't do it right now. It's still kind of a lot for me. But part of that was when I was talking about the sensory issues I have around showering, and she was like, oh, so it's like a mental block, and I couldn't explain myself properly in the moment, which is, you know, one of my big issues and why I can't advocate for myself, is that in the moment when people are asking questions, I can't verbalise how it feels, I can't verbalise what I mean. I truly deeply, like, I can't come across in the way that I do in videos. Like, it doesn't bother me, but it almost bothers me when people comment saying like, oh, you're so well spoken, because like I know I am in videos because I fucking edit it, to be for one, but like it frustrates me so much that I can't do that in person, because it's fucking, I did tell her it's not a mental block at least, but I did not explain it in a way she could understand, because it's one of those things where the temperature of the shower doesn't need to change for it to feel like it's going hot and cold on my body, and for me to feel like I have to get out and go back in, get out and go back in. And it's one of those things where, like, the shower that was fine 3 minutes ago, I've now conditioned my hair and been out of it for like a minute. So when I go back in, it's now burning me. Like, it feels physically too hot. Like, it burns. It's too hot. You know how things feel when they're too hot and they burn you? That's how it feels. And the temperature hasn't actually changed. My skin isn't going red. It's not actually burning me, but it hurts. It feels like it's burning me. And similarly, I'll have it the other way around where I'll go back in and the temperature hasn't changed. I'm now ice cold. It feels too cold. I feel like I'm in sleet. It's cold, it's freezing, I'm shivering, my teeth are chattering. It's a deeply unpleasant physical experience to have. I'm going to clean my lens. Just a moment. Oh, that looks a bit less 2005 Doctor Who, doesn't it? There we go, that's good. I maybe should have left it. Back to the video though, I've also often had similar things with clothes, where I can put something on in the morning and it feels fine. I feel good in it. I feel like I look good. It feels comfortable. Not an issue. Everything's good. And halfway through the day, I'm going through it a little bit. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm a little bit stressed. Things maybe aren't going quite to plan. And all of a sudden, the collar on my shirt is strangling me and I'm going to choke. Like, it is physically strangling me. I can't breathe properly. I can't swallow properly. It's all I can feel. It's the worst experience in the whole entire world. If it's like a t-shirt that has too tight of a neck, I'm gonna have to fucking buy something to put on because I can't do it. Obviously, it's a lot easier if I can just unbutton my shirt. But it's things like that that I think a lot of like neurotypical and maybe like autistic people that don't have so many physical sensory issues are like, everybody gets annoyed by a tight shirt sometimes. And it's like, no, but it's not a tight shirt. Like, when I put it on, it was fine. It's now that I'm more overwhelmed, and that overwhelm essentially like amplifies my autistic traits. So I more or less become more autistic the more overwhelmed that I am. And as that's happened, it physically is no longer suitable for me. It's not that it was tight in the first place. It's not that it's a tight shirt that would annoy anyone. It's that I'm in a position where mentally I can no longer like, I even myself, I'm saying mentally because it is once I'm in the mental state. But it is the physical feeling of like, I can't breathe, I can't swallow, it's too tight, it's physically choking me. And like, I know it may not actually physically be, but it is. And like, that can go through anything, you know, I can get halfway through the day and be like, my shoes don't fit anymore. And like, I do know that like feet can swell through the day and things like that, but it's shoes that I've worn like many a time and they've always been fine, and I can loosen the laces and things, and like, it doesn't matter how loose they are, it doesn't matter how tight they are, it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter if I take them off, like, my feet are wrong and anything I put on them are wrong. And it's a very physical feeling. It's very much like, you can call it psychosomatic or whatever you want, but it's very much not a little mental block or everybody gets a little niggle like that sometimes. Like, it's very much a sensory issue. When it comes to noise as well, there's so many sounds that like I understand and agree are horrible for everyone. You know, like I'm sure there's very few people out there that are like, yeah, I really love the screech of trains on the track. I really love chalkboard, like nails down a chalkboard. That's my favourite sound. Like, there's not many of them, is there? Like, there's plenty of sounds we can all agree are horrible. And there's plenty of sounds that we can all agree on, like, a decibel level are too loud. But then there's, again, the times that I'm overwhelmed. And it doesn't matter if, like, decibel level, it's not that bad. It's too loud for me. I can't hear anything else over it. Sure, we might have been at this bar all night. And all night the sound levels might have been completely fine. And they haven't turned it up at all. But now it's been a few hours and I'm like socially getting drained and I'm tired, and it's been the night and I can't hear anyone over it anymore. I can't hear what anyone is saying to me. I so often have the type of overwhelm where like, I can hear you but I can't understand you, and I feel like that is generally like a sensory thing from having been around too much noise for the day. But the thing that really annoys me with sensory issues in regards to sound is that I often don't notice until it stops, but it does really affect me. Like, I made a TikTok that I think I might have posted as a short on YouTube, I'm not too sure, but I'd woken up in the morning feeling alright, and then I'd done my little morning chores, and then I was just in the worst mood. I felt so sad, I felt so anxious, I felt like the whole world was closing in on me. I went for a walk, I felt sort of like better on my walk, got home again and immediately felt awful again. Just like, it felt like the room was closing in on me. I felt really awful. I felt so like sad and sick, like physically nauseous and anxious, and just like I'm in the wrong place and time, and just like everything was just not right and nothing was okay. And I was stood in my kitchen making myself a cup of tea, and my washing machine stopped because I'd done a load of laundry that morning. I felt fine. As soon as the noise stopped, I was like, that was it. I was having a big like sensory moment from the sound of my washing machine. And I've noticed having that more and more often when I think that like I'm having some sort of anxiety moment, and then I'm like, oh, my boiler just stopped making that noise, my fridge just stopped making that noise, that car making that noise outside just drove away. And that's also where I do think that like moving somewhere more rural to live is sort of like an autistic accommodation for me personally, because just constant city noise makes me feel like so anxious and out of place, and I don't even realise it's happening until it's not there anymore, and I feel so much better and I feel like absolutely revived, and like I can like breathe and think and hear again. And it's like, I didn't notice. I somehow didn't notice that that was what was making me feel that way. And my brain's going through like everything that I'm stressed about at the minute, and if I'm forgetting about something, and if there's something I should be remembering, and if I'm actually like re-experiencing something from my past, and I've been dealing with like going through all that, when it's just that there's too much fucking traffic, or it's rush hour or whatever else, you know. And I've lived in a city for the last like 12 years now, and I do think that's like had a massive impact on the way that I feel because of that sensory issue, and because I'm so like sensitive to sound in a way that most people wouldn't be. Like the trips that I've had to rural places, and even when I just like, there's about like an hour's walk from me, to be fair, that's why I don't do it very often. There's a big hill that's like quite far from any roads, and even just going up there I feel so much better. And I do think a level of it is like being around nature and blah blah, but I do think that like also a massive element of it is just not being around constant annoying sounds. And I do think, to be fair, that's where I really benefit from wearing my Flare Karma more often. And this isn't an ad, I know, like I feel weird mentioning them now, but like they sent, I'm no longer on their like PR list or whatever. They now do the thing where you like apply to them as an influencer, and if you manage to like sell things through your link, you get a share. Whereas I got onto them like fairly early on, and they just sent me loads of products and it was great. But like they don't do that anymore, and I'm really sad about it, I won't lie to you. But I've still got, you know, the vast majority of the products that they sent me, and I use those when I'm going out and about to places, and when I'm going into the city, and when I'm like doing things, and they do help immensely. And I now that I'm like talking about it and thinking about it, that is like one of the accommodations that I've intentionally put into place for myself that I need to start actually fucking using, and that will be really helpful. Like, I think that's like unrelated, but I think that's also a big thing that I struggle with, and I think probably a lot of other people do, is that I will think of accommodations that I can put into place for myself, and I will buy myself the thing that I need, or like, you know, create the environment or whatever else, but actually thinking in the moment to utilize the thing to help it, like actually using the accommodation when you need it, it's rough. I really do wish that I had someone around just to be like, you seem a bit stressed, do you want to put your Karma in, you know, things like that. Like, oh, it would be really helpful to me. But anyway, that's the video. I'm gonna end it there. I don't think I have all that much more to say. It's not that like broad of a topic. There's just sort of a lot of sensory issues to discuss. If you wanted to leave any like examples of your own, or like similar things, or completely different experiences that you've had, like it is a spectrum and we all have different areas and different experiences and everything else, and like I talk about mine, you're welcome to talk about yours, you know? So yeah, please do like this video and subscribe if you wanted to. I think likes help me in the algorithm, and like subscribers are just, it's nice to have you here. I don't like getting too sappy, but I have also like, I feel like we've got a really like safe, nice little community here for the most part. Like, I like the people that comment and hang out and watch my videos, so it's nice when people become another one of them. You can also find me over on TikTok, Instagram or Blue Sky. I am posting regularly on TikTok at the minute, but I do also post a lot of them as YouTube shorts, so you see like the best bits, I'd say. That's not how I'm meant to like promote myself, is it? That's what we're doing though. So oh, I also have Ko-fi and Patreon, and if you follow me on Patreon, you also get immediate access. Well, there's a link there that you can find somewhere that's probably quite buried and that I need to post again, to the Discord where we watch movies of an evening together, and TV shows, and we just like hang out and chat, and it's a really nice little space. So yeah, you can also email me. I don't like gatekeeping, I don't like things behind a paywall. I'm also poor, it's fine. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year, and I will see you again in a couple of days.